Third, NATO must deal with new threats. I thought Andrew made a good point about this in his presentation. These are threats that confront all of the NATO members. They include things like energy security and cyber attacks, which are very much a feature of the Central European landscape. Energy security is a particularly pressing priority. Countries vulnerable to energy cutoffs face not only economic consequences, but strategic risks as well. And the United States is determined to support Europe in its efforts to diversify its energy supplies. And in that regard, the United States is very pleased about the establishment recently of the US-EU Energy Council. And this has also been a bilateral focus of the diplomatic work between the United States and Poland. My fourth and final point goes to reform. Several people have made this point already, including Andrew. But first, to say that resources need to match requirements. This is a long-standing NATO plaint that goes back many decades, generations even, but it's essential, and particularly in the climate that we face now of, as Robin pointed out, a circumstance in which the alliance is involved in contingency operations. In addition, though, we also need to make sure that the institutions we have are effective and efficient, and that the reform of NATO remains an institution, and that the reform of NATO, which remains an institution, a headquarters, and a common structure that in some senses still reflects Cold War structures, is reformed. In closing, I would just like to, again, congratulate the Center for taking this opportunity to mark the 11th anniversary of Poland's membership in NATO. In a short space of time, Poland has become a source of military capacity and intellectual energy in the alliance, and that, I think, is a model of what NATO has been and will be for the future. Thank you.